Hello everyone, welcome to Conquer Learning. I am Lakshmi Kushwaha, your educator for Human Resource Management and Industrial Relation. So we are starting a series where we would be doing a quick revision for various topics related to human resource management and industrial relation. And this series would be useful for those who are preparing for upcoming NET exam June 2023, those who are preparing for APFC, those who are preparing for ALC, those who are preparing for PhD entrance, MBA students, BBA students, for them who are studying human resource management as in part of their syllabus. This particular videos, whatever we are going to cover in this series, I will share my handwritten notes, the notes which will cover all the important topics covered under this one particular topic called as human resource development. And this handwritten notes are really very useful. You can use them always to revise your concepts. So without any delay, let's start the topic of human resource development. Before we move to further details, let's understand what do you mean by human resource development. So, human resource management is a process which involves managing the human resources of the organization by applying the management functions to it. Now, HRD is a part of human resource management. It is a subsystem of human resource management which focus completely on development of the human resources. This human resource development is a long term process, long duration process. It's not the short duration process. Means it focuses not just improving the current skills but for the long development or lifelong career development of an employee or the person working in an organization. Human resource development is associated with planning, organizing those developmental programs which will give an competitive advantage to the organization. So human resource development is associated with all those learning experiences which are organized in nature. They are for the specified period of the time and they are well planned. So if I want to develop my human resources, my asset of the organization, that is the human resources or employees, I cannot do it within one day. It need to be planned, it need to be organized, it need to be analyzed. And for that purpose, human resource development came into the existence. So now human resource development as in concept was for the first time introduced by Leonard Nadler in 1969, who is also called as the father of the human resource development. Now, according to him, what do you mean by human resource development? So, according to him, the definition given is HRD are those learning experiences which are organized for specific time and designed to bring out possibility of behavioral changes. Now, what is this behavioral changes? So, if I am doing certain work, if I am efficient to certain level with to my work, if there is certain level of performance of mine, development refers improving that efficiency. Development refers improving the performance. And how this efficiency or performance improvement would happen? When the behavioral changes will happen. How my behavioral changes? How I will start behaving in a new way? Only when I gain some kind of learning experience. So all this process all together, which is planned, organized for a certain specified period of the time and to bring the behavioral changes within the employee, is called as the human resource development. In simple, कि मुझे अगर मेरे एम्प्लॉयज को डेवलप करना है जो मुझे कॉम्पिटिटिव एडवांटेज देंगे, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की इफेक्टिवनेस को इंक्रीज करेंगे, तो मेरे को मेरे एम्प्लॉयज को डेवलप करना जरूरी है, उनके स्किल्स को एनहांस करना जरूरी है. और इस सारी चीजों के लिए एक ह्यूमन रिसोर्स डेवलपमेंट एज एन प्रोग्राम, एज एन स्कीम, एज एन सिस्टम और एज एन डिपार्टमेंट का होना जरूरी है. सो इट वॉज फर्स्ट टाइम इंट्रोड्यूस्ड बाय लियोनार्ड नैडलर. The person who is called as the father of human resource development in India is T.V. Rao. He introduced the human resource development for the first time in 1996 and he defined that it is a continuous process to help the employee acquire or sharpen their capabilities, develop their capabilities and to develop the organizational culture. So T.V. Rao has summarized that Human resource development is a continuous process. You cannot do it in one day. It has to be continuous. It always requires an efforts to sharpen the current capabilities of the employees, acquire the required capabilities of the employee so that they can increase their efficiency and give the advantage to the organization. So, is it only necessity to develop the employees not by developing the organization culture? क्या केवल अच्छा सिस्टम या अच्छा मशीनरी लाने से ह्यूमन रिसोर्स डेवलप हो जाएंगे? नहीं, उसके लिए आपको ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कल्चर भी डेवलप करना होगा. एंड सो ह्यूमन रिसोर्स डेवलपमेंट इज ऑल्सो टॉकिंग अबाउट डेवलपिंग द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कल्चर विच सपोर्ट्स or which is helping the human resource to develop. Organization culture, how it would be created? Making your employees learning in nature, bringing new schemes or bringing new training facilities, new developmental facilities, bringing new system, new technology, and making sure that you are always open to have innovations. You are open to learn new, you are open to experience something new. So when this is happening, you are developing an organization culture which is supportive to the human resource development. Now, very important, the question is being asked from here. Features of human resource development. First, it is a systematic approach. Why a systematic approach? A planned process. Let's take an example. I have an employee called A and there is an employee called B. A is the person who is efficient in whatever he does and he has the potential. He has the potential to perform better. So, A, when he is having a potential to perform better, how would you understand that the person is having a potential? By analysis, by performance appraisal, by understanding his current need, his current performances. And this process is a systematic process where you first analyze the need, you first understand the current potential. After finding out the potential, you accordingly plan the process for this person. You accordingly design the training program for this person. Similarly, another person B, if he is lacking something, he is not aware how to do the things. But again, if you think that he is an efficient person, he can perform better, you need to arrange the training program. So all this is what? This is a systematic process, a planned process. All of a sudden, you cannot develop your human resources by studying or doing an analysis. It is a continuous process. So would I be able to learn any process or any system within one day? No, it is not. Experience matter, and to gain experience, doing it is matter. So human resource development would be possible. Efficiency, expertise would come only when you are having human resource development as a continuous process. So human resource development is a continuous process. It is multidisciplinary. What is multidisciplinary? It says holistic approach. So as in human resource development, does it only focuses on increasing the skills related to the, you can say, materialistic knowledge or physical labor? No, it's not about only to increase the materialistic or subjective knowledge, but also it focus on development of personality, it focus on development of behavior, positivity, motivation. It is all pervasive. When I say all pervasive, it means it occurs, it is existing at all the levels. It is lower level, right from the lower level to the highest level. Every person, every level of employee requires and development. HRD techniques. Now, for any kind of human resource development program, there are different kind of the techniques, mechanism, processes which can be used. These are like performance appraisal, like your training and development, career planning, succession planning, and so on. This HRD technique and mechanism we are going to study in coming videos. Now, another very important term which is being continuously asked in exam is HRD matrix, given by TV Rao. Now, what is this matrix? Before we understand what is HRD matrix, let's understand what do you mean by matrix. Matrix is like, it is a combination of the different dimension. So if I have 1, 2, 3, one dimension, one combination of dimension, A, B, C, one set of another dimension. So 1 and A is one combination, 1 and B is one combination, 1 and C is another, 2A is another, 2B. So this together, when the dimensions or the elements are combined together to give multiple opportunities or multiple options, that is called as the matrix. So what is HRD matrix? As per TV Rao, matrix, which is supposed to be called as an HRD matrix, shows an interrelationship between HRD instruments, HRD process, HRD outcomes, and organizational effectiveness. Now let's understand what are HRD instrument. As I told you, the techniques. These techniques, mechanism like performance appraisal, like your career planning, like your succession planning, like your performance management, all this are your mechanism or instrument which are actually used to develop the human resources. HRD process. So the link or the interrelationship between these four elements of HRD matrix is this way. It says that HRD instrument, whatever mechanism I am going to use it, that mechanism will create a process. So let's say I want to do an performance appraisal, or let's say I want to increase, I have a instrument called as performance management. So when I am trying to do, when I am using an instrument or the mechanism performance instrument, the process which would be created is performance appraisal. ठीक है, यानी मुझे किसी का परफॉर्मेंस मैनेज करना है. इफ आई वांट टू मैनेज समवन्स परफॉर्मेंस, व्हाट आई वुड डू, आई वुड डू द अप्रेजल. Performance appraisal is a process where I will actually evaluate the performance, current performance of the employee compared to the standard performances, and accordingly try to find out the loopholes. Basis on this performance appraisal, I will get certain outcome. What kind of outcome? That whether the performance, whether the employee was able to achieve the target, whether his performance is efficient or not, whether he require more training, where are the loopholes, and if he is efficient, if he is having potential, it will lead to organizational effectiveness, which can be both positive and negative. If the person is highly efficient, if the person is able to achieve the standard, then the effectiveness is right rate, correct rate on returns, investment पे अच्छा return मिलेगा, more profit, motivated employees, and so on. So what does the HRD metric says? It says that HRD instrument, HRD process, HRD outcome, and organizational effectiveness are having interrelationship. So any instrument which you are using for developing the human resources will lead to certain process. This process will result to some HRD outcome, human resource development outcome, means either the person will learn new skills, either he would become efficient, and ultimately this developed outcome or HRD outcome will give or result into the organizational effectiveness, which are in the form of better profit, better employee, you can say motivation, better employee satisfaction, job satisfaction, and so on. So that is your HRD matrix. Now in this video, whatever we studied was all about HRD concept. What is the definition? What does it mean? What are the feature? What is HRD matrix? In next class, we are going to continue this. Thank you so much. Any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section.